Well, hello there, Scorpio. Welcome to Private Readings. I am Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about what is going on for the 28th of December through January 3rd. I have the 3 cards in front of me from the overview video, and I have a guiding card for you for the month. Your guiding card is the Ace of Wands, and it's showing me that you are, in fact, having a beautiful inspiration. You're birthing some idea out of your noggin, but you're working at it very diligently and over time. You're not doing it, it isn't just like a poof and there it is kind of situation. It's one of those, it sort of started as a seed and then it grew into a little plant and now it's like a little vine and now it's got flowers and now it's got roots. So there's a lot going on here, and it's working towards becoming exactly what it's supposed to be, and you're working on nurturing it and fertilizing it and keeping it going. All right, so do that thing you do and make it into what it needs to be. But yeah, it's a big idea. Okay, cool. So I have a couple of messages from my guides for you, and my guides are talking to all 12 signs about how we need to ask for help when we need it, so we're not running around trying to do everything by ourselves. Okay, this is important. So do ask for the help. You will get the help you need, whether it's tying the tree on the roof or whatever. You got this. Okay, you can ask for help. All right, now then, the other thing you need to know is that there's going to be various group situations going on, whether it's your family group, your work group, or your friend group, where you're going to want to kind of circle up the wagons and get to know each other a little better than you usually have, so you can be better support to one another. Okay, maybe you're discovering that you need, a friend of yours has a bad foot and they need to stay off it, and you're like, but I have a scooter. I have that. I can totally loan you my scooter. So if you hadn't known that their foot was bad, you wouldn't be able to help them with the scooter, right? So people need to start sharing with you, and you need to start sharing with them a little bit of what's going on, and then everybody can support each other better. Okay? Excellent. The other thing to know, of course, is that I'm doing a free reading giveaway this month, and all the details on what I'm doing and how to enter will be at the end of the reading. Okay? So we'll talk about that later. Let's get into the cards. Here are the 3 cards from the overview video, and we're going to go ahead and use this beautiful deck, which is the Magical Nordic Tarot, to get a mystery card for us for this particular week. What do we have going on for Scorpio? Oh, there it is, right there. Perfect. I'm going to put it right there, and we'll set these cards aside. All right. Now then, we're going to add this beautiful Mythic Tarot to this reading, and we'll go ahead and go a little deeper, get more information. It's going to be awesome. All right. So now then, what do we have going on here? So for the December 28th through January 3rd, the King of Swords. There's somebody in your world, it might even be you, Scorpio, who's very particular about how you like things done. And it's perfectly fine to be this person and to want things a certain way, but be ready to train people to do them the way that you want them so that they have an opportunity to win. If you don't ever tell anybody how you like things done, whether this is how you like the dishwasher loaded or at home, or how you want things packaged at work, train people to do what you want to do your way, right? Teach them the right way. They might even have questions about why, and then you'll have to explain yourself. But that's okay, because it's part of the process of getting what you want, all right? So do what you got to do. You can get whatever you want, but set them up to win, not fail, all right? Be a good boss. Teach them what they need to know. Train them. It'll be awesome. This card here is showing that you have lots and lots of options about what's going on in this week. So pay attention to what's being on offer. So if it's, are these options going toward your dreams and goals? Are they going to help you get where you want to go? You don't want to deal with a whole bunch of things that have nothing to do with where you want to go. You're like, you know what? If there's 7 projects, you're like, okay, so only 4 of these things are going where I want to go. Everything else aren't even going to help me get where I want to go. So I'm going to let the other 3 options go. If there were 7, now we have 4. All right, now we're not confused as much, but now we look at them and go, which ones are expiring first? All right, so let's go ahead and get after the first 2 that expire right away, and I'll save the other 2 in my back pocket for later. All right, so now you're not making a decision. The curse of the Seven of Cups is being confused and not deciding anything. So you are going to make a decision, and it's going to be very easy for you to do. You'll just figure out which one's expiring first of the things that you care about the most, or that will get you where you want to go. Because, you know, you got this Empress right here. You are able to also wish for whatever you want and have it all come to you easily. So you're the boss. You're training people up. You have options and possibilities, maybe in personnel, which would be super cool. Get the good ones, but also train up the ones who don't know what the heck's going on. And then, of course, just let the universe know whatever else you need, and it will come to you serendipitously. I really need a better chair for my office. I really need this. I really need that. Things will start to show up, and it will be beautiful. You'll be walking around outside the building, and hey, there's a beautiful chair. It hasn't even been rained on yet. Awesome. So this card here is talking about what's blocking you. Karma. Your karma is blocked. It isn't about your goodness or your badness at all. Nothing about your karma has anything to do with all this bounty that's coming your way. This is just awesome, and you should say thank you. All right? Tell the universe thank you. You don't have to worry about, oh, did I earn this? Is this something I did good deeds to the universe, and the universe is bestowing all this awesomeness on me? Nope, ain't got nothing to do with that. It's just what's happening. Just say thank you. Things are not going to be falling together or apart. Everything is pretty much status quo right now. So you haven't failed to do your homework before this week. I know you had a bunch of stuff you brought home for Christmas week. So you were like, Sunday, I'm going to do my homework. And you did some. And you breezed over the information. And that was enough for the moment. So don't worry. Nothing fell apart while you were off doing your thing. You're working on building your team, I think. This is part of what these choices are. It's like, who do I want for my team leaders? Remember the people that you depended upon and who helped you out the most? You can pull them back into the fold and help them help you again. All right? But yeah, so things are not falling one way or the other. That's good news. The King of Cups is also blocking you. So there will be an emotionally based male energy person who speaks from their feelings. Hey man, I feel like this, I feel like that, I feel like a taco. So this guy is actually going to be a person who wants to be a part of your team, and but he has a lot of emotional baggage. I feel like he's got more baggage going on right now. He's got a lot of high drama. You know, the woman at home is doing this or that or the other thing, and he's got his brother bugging him about this, that, or the other thing. He's got a lot of drama, and because he has so much drama, he's not stable enough I mean, he's constantly running off to make a phone call. There's a lot going on. He has more drama than most people. And as much as he's a good worker, you can't have somebody who's wandering off to make phone calls all the time. You will need them to stay the course and be here, present, and accounted for the job, right? So as much as you want to, this person is blocking you. They're like, man, but of course he's like the next guy in line or something. They're like, I feel like you would do yourself a good favor if you found a way to, like I said, not toward your dreams and goals, but build a team that looks like, maybe they look like the F troop, but they're your F troop, and you're going to train them to do exactly what you need to do, and they're going to be very much so more skilled in the end because they work well together than if you try to get specific people who are, hey, he's the boss man of the thing, and da-da-da-da-da, great. But he's also going to block you in that way because he has so much personal drama. So you're learning new things as you work through and build your team, okay? I think you're going to circumnavigate a problem child, even though he seems like he would have been a good guy, but there's something about it that's not right, okay? Now, 9 of Wands. Stand up for what you're believing in. Stand up for who you, if you've put together a beautiful F-troop kind of group, which is misfits. Sorry, I need to clarify that for some of you. But your misfit group of brainiacs and people who don't look like they would be a team, but they're a perfect team. You stand by your choices. Stand up for what you've decided and know that you are, in fact, building a beautiful group that will do wonders. Even though they don't look like much on the outside, they're going to do great things, all right? So keep that in mind and know that each one of your people will have their own unique needs and wants and issues, and you'll take care of them all individually because they are your people now. You've adopted them into your little world, and stand up for who they are. and what they're doing, okay? They're weird, and that's okay, because you are too, okay? So the Hierophant is here, showing that having a little faith in a person can change their trajectory tremendously. So when you take a little shy person and you say, I have faith in you, you do good work here, let's do this. And they go, what? Oh, huh? Yeah, come into work, we'll talk. Oh, okay. And then you start talking to them about the project. You're like, oh, and what would you think about us doing there? And you let them make a couple of recommendations, and you're like, oh, huh, I hadn't even seen it that way. Thank you. That's a great idea. Let's do that. I want you to do that. I'm like, oh, me? Yes, I want you to do that. You had a great idea. I want you to do that. Like, oh, right? So this is about you instilling confidence in people who didn't have any, much like yourself. You want to remind other people that they are good people and that they can do the job and they can work it out, and it's going to be amazing, all right? Seven of Wands is here, remembering to win them over one at a time, okay? You're standing up for your people, and you're going to win each individual over one at a time because they are unique individuals. They will come together as a team without issue. It's just a matter of little by little, they need to know that they are worthy and that you have to tell them they're worthy. They're going to assume that. They're going to be like, I don't know why I'm here. Am I the scapegoat? Right? No. I have a whole bunch of people who all think that they're going to be the scapegoat. The fact is, you're my beautiful team. And you're going to take good care of them. You're going to have weird snacks. You're going to have all kinds of interesting new understandings about different weird things. But you know what? All that knowledge is power. And you're going to be beautiful. You are going to have a wonderful little group of people who can work together to make beautiful things happen, okay? So you're awesome. Don't discount the misfits, right? Those misfits, everybody's a misfit at some point, right? But right now, these are all a misfit is a person who lacks confidence and needs to be encouraged to become all the beautiful things that they truly are. So we're going to use this Path of the Soul cards to get one more card for you. Let's see what we have here. Okay, there it is. Right there. All right. Now we'll set these cards aside. I believe, Scorpio, you were probably a misfit once when you were maybe in grade school. And until somebody said, hey, I want you to be on my team. You went, whoa, who, me? Yep. And then you began to blossom. Huzzah. Oh, yeah. Look at that. It's beautiful. Oh, my goodness. Everything is unraveling exactly as it should. And yes, we're building, we're creating, we are making something beautiful. Is this not? It looks like a staircase from here where you can walk down the spiral staircase or you can walk up the spiral staircase, right? So everything is going in the right direction. You're headed right where you need to be. It's been a bit of a challenge, but guess what? As you build your team, the most beautiful things happen. And artists live in fun packages, so don't be alarmed. You're going to have some beautiful people that you'll find doing beautiful work, and you're going to really, really enjoy and appreciate these people, okay? So very nice. I like that. I'm going to put this card right here. Let's get your mystery card, okay? I love that you're building. Oh, and we got the Tower ×2. The Tower is blocked, right? The Tower was blocked. Things weren't moving in any one direction for most of the week. And here at the final end of the deal, we have the Tower showing that, yes, things are finally going to start falling together because you've got your team together. They're a little funny, but you've got them. And you're going to push them all into one room and say, hi, we're going to have a little mixer, a little mixer between my team and my team, all right? So everybody's going to get together and talk to each other and have a little lunch. And yeah, you're probably going to find that they need a little more enthusiasm and a little more oomph, pushing them into having communications. Or maybe it's just about you leaving the room and letting them do what they're going to do, which is hopefully not take a bunch of food and run back to their cubes, okay? Don't let them do that. It's important that they intermix and that you introduce them to each other and everybody gets to know that they are the team, okay? This is very cool stuff. I think you're going to have a really good time. I think that you're going to feel good leading this group. Remember to lead after training. Whatever you want to train them up to do, they will be happy to learn your ways, and then presto changeo. Everything is going to get really simple, all right? And I love this. All right, you need a pocket full of rocks. What a way to start the year. Putting together a new little team, all your own special team. I love it. Love, love, love it. All right. Ooh, all kind of the same color. Beautiful. Ha-ha. Love it. So we have smoky quartz. Smoky quartz is a first chakra stone. It's about being grounded. It's about being stable. It's about releasing anything you don't need to carry around anymore, which is super cool. We like that. We also have carnelian, which is a second chakra stone, and it's all about creativity. Bringing that creativity and building what you want and nurturing it into what it's supposed to be. Making and building and creating. Ta-dum, ta-dum, ta-dum. This is about the physical activity that goes involved with it. It's also a second chakra stone. So you are building and creating with your hands now. You are getting your people together. You are pushing them in the right direction. You are teaching them what they need to. You're showing them how tools work. You're doing all the things you need to do to get everybody on the right page. And everybody is moving forward in a very creative and fantastic way. You're making things happen. Look, it's like a smiley face. All right, it's beautiful and I love it for you. I'm going to put it down here and I'm going to make it a smiley face again. Ta-da! There you go. Ta-da! Little smiley face. All right, Scorpio. My goodness, what a great week. What a way to start the year. I mean, wow. I really see an opportunity for you to take a couple of Polaroids of this misfit bunch, and then I want you to take another one in 6 months of the same bunch and see how they're doing and what's going on, because this is going to be a tight-knit group once they get going. They're really going to start to appreciate what they can accomplish in a short period of time. You're amazing. Don't be sad. I think it's going to be awesome. I know you're nervous, but it's going to be the best kind of nervous. All right, Scorpio, you've got this. All right, perfect. So, of course, you don't have to carry those rocks if you don't want to. You can carry anything you want. Comment below. Let me know what you're carrying. Let me know what's happening for you, how you like the reading, if anything is going on. Let's have a chat. It'll be fun. The other thing to know is, of course, that if you want to look in the description box below, there's a lot of good things happening there. You'll find all the decks that I'm using so that you can go on Amazon or Etsy and get them there. That'd be fun. The other thing you'll find is a list of all the fairs that I work at, so you can come on out to a Renaissance fair and get an in-person reading, which would be super cool. I think you'd have a blast. If you can't make it out to the fair, totally understand. You can also book a private reading. There's a link down there for you, so you can do that, and then we can do a reading over the phone during the week. All right? I'll be there for you in as many ways as I possibly can be. I appreciate the one and the all of you so much. Thank you for your likes, shares, and subscribes. You all matter to me, and I see each one that pops up, and it's all so exciting, especially as we're over 1,000. Ta-da! But now, of course, I'm shooting for 2. Let's go, right? I've got goals. So, again, if you wanted to be here for the free reading giveaway, the best way and the only way to get an entry into the drawing is to put an emoji in the comments. Okay, so put an emoji in the comments. Any emoji will do, and you'll have a single entry. If you want to put 16 emojis in a single comment, you'll get 1 entry. If you put in 16 entries or comments with 1 emoji apiece, you'll have 16 entries. Ha ha. So enter often, do what you need to do, and I will go ahead and get them all onto into a hat, and I'll make sure that I do a fair drawing, and then when the drawing is done, ta-da, I will post in January, the first week of January, who wins the free reading, and then of course I will privately message you to let you know if you're the winner. Okay? Thank you so much, Scorpio, for being here, and I will talk to you next week when we're talking about January. I know, right? Happy New Year.